Today, we're going to focus on determining NOPAT. So, what is NOPAT? NOPAT, or net operating profit after tax, is a financial metric representing a company's operating profit calculated by deducting all operating expenses, including taxes, from its operating income. NOPAT measures the profitability generated by the company's core operations, which we can use as a key component in various financial analysis and valuation models. Okay, so why do we care about NOPAT to find the value of a company? NOPAT is important in a discounted cash flow analysis for several reasons. Number one, represents cash flows from operations. In a DCF analysis, the focus is on estimating the future cash flows generated by a company. NOPAT serves as the key starting point because it represents the cash flow generated by a company's core operations after accounting for taxes. NOPAT equals the cash flow available to both debt and equity investors. Number two, excludes financing and non-operating activities. Using NOPAT, you exclude the impact of financial decisions such as interest expenses and non-operating activities which are not part of a company's core operations. The focus on operations makes the DCF analysis more focused on the operational performance of the company. Number three, determines free cash flow to the firm. NOPAT is a crucial component in calculating free cash flow to the firm, representing the cash flow available to all investors, both equity and debt. FCFF, or free cash flow to the firm, is the basis for discounting future cash flows to determine the company's value. Number four, basis for valuation. In a DCF analysis, future cash flows present value helps us estimate a company's intrinsic value. NOPAT provides the starting point for this valuation process, representing the cash generated from the core business activities. Number five, tax efficiency. By accounting for taxes, NOPAT ensures that the DCF analysis reflects the after-tax profitability of the company's operations, which is essential for determining the present value of cash flows available to equity investors. In summary, NOPAT is a fundamental element of DCF analysis as it forms the basis for estimating future cash flows available to debt and equity investors. It helps ensure that the analysis focuses on the company's core operating performance and is an essential step in determining the company's intrinsic value. Okay, now we understand the importance, but how do we calculate NOPAT? Simple, we use the following formula. NOPAT equals EBIT times 1 minus the tax rate. Returning to Google as our guinea pig, we can find the latest numbers from finchat.io. A note, EBIT stands for earnings before interest and taxes. Some companies will label it operating income or income from operations and others EBIT. We can find all the necessary information on the income statement. On Google's income statement, we find EBIT or operating income equals $88.2 billion. Income taxes equals $11.9 billion. To determine the tax rate, we use two numbers. We use earnings before taxes, EBT, and income taxes, which we can find both here on the income statement. We then divide the income taxes by the EBT to determine the effective tax rate. After we have the tax rate, then we can calculate NOPAT. So NOPAT would equal, which gives us $76.3 billion. Simple, huh? Now we can use our NOPAT calculations as the starting point for our DCF models. Congrats, you now know how to determine NOPAT for a company as you try to value anyone like Google or any other business.